what is your starter question?
My starter question is like something to introduce yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It would be something.
Like without the typical, just introduce myself?
No, it would be like, how would you introduce yourself to someone that doesn't know you?
Mm-hmm.
And you can maybe like give only 5 characteristics if you don't want to make a whole list, because it's hard to pick something to say.
It is. Okay.
So, how would you describe something on the top of your head? It doesn't have to be the most in-depth analysis of you.
Okay, so I think I'm a really creative person, and I love to talk to people. I love to talk about people's dreams, because I love to see how like I shine, when they talk about like what they really enjoy or like what their passion is. So
So you want to see them shine
kind of,
through
yeah.
their dreams.
You
like
know,
it.
because I feel like as soon as you talk a lot about a dream, it like kind of manifests.
Mm-hmm.
I got that from my mom, so maybe it's not right, but I just like that perspective kind of. And I'm really like a little bit sensitive, I think, like empathetic maybe, and yeah, like to. That's not always a good thing, but it's
To be
quite
sensitive?
interesting. Yeah.
You can be like irritated easily?
Yeah, like I adapt a lot to like people's emotions or like how they feel. I'm like, well, like I feel a lot, which is nice as well. I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, I think being able to not match, but put yourself in other people's shoes makes it easier to understand what they are going through.
I guess it
So you
does,
can be more empathetic with them.
Yeah, just gotta set your boundaries someday, like somewhere, so you don't like feel too much for a person because you're still yourself. But yeah, I love to be outside as well. Nature, comfort space.
I get it.
Be alone sometimes as well. But yeah, get some energy back for meeting some friends, people. Kind of.
Would you consider yourself more of a alone person or with people, with friends?
Good for like that's a really good question, because I just thought about it like today. I was like, would I describe myself as like introvert or extrovert? Because I don't really know, to be honest. I think I love to be alone, and I feel like I like to be with myself. But on the other hand, I just really enjoy to be around people.
Yeah.
And if I would have to choose, I would choose the people, I guess.
Yeah. You feel more energized around people. And maybe you recharge more when you're alone.
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of the thing. Yeah.
I think that's kind of a what's it, basic, like functioning way.
That's true, yeah.
With people, like, you feel great, you feel uplifted. When you're by yourself, it's kind of the chill time, when you recharge your battery and everything.
Yeah. I write a lot, so that's like my thing when I need just like to clear my head, There's like too much going on, or like too many people interactions in a day. not specifically like friends, but like just like when I work or something.
Yeah, sure, of course. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Even though I love it so much. Like, I wouldn't be the person who just like sits somewhere alone in the office on the laptop or something. I can do that. But yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because the office, even though there is people, I think it can feel really lonely.
Yeah.
Because everyone is just sitting by themselves, and then they're not especially working on the same project. So there is kind of a distance between two.
Yeah, they're kind of like in their own bubble, doing their own thing. But I mean, like, I guess some people really enjoy that.
Yeah, sure.
So,
So
it's different, kind of.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, that's nice. This was a great answer. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot, though. Maybe was it like 5? Might be a little bit more.
I haven't counted.
Okay. Be like, tick, 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 tick. Okay,
Yeah,
now you gotta stop.
Exactly. No, it's alright. I don't want to hear anymore. Please stop.
Now you can leave.
No, yeah, exactly. So this was the little introduction you had for yourself.
I hope, yeah.
I think that's a good one.
Thank you.
This question, like, do you have like a little detail about you that most people don't know about? I think this is a tricky one.
That is. That most people don't know about?
Yeah.
Like a character trait or like something that I enjoy? Or like...
I think it can be both. Whatever, yeah. Something that you really enjoy doing, but usually you don't talk about it a lot, you know? That's like kind of your little thing, but not something shameful, just something.
Well, I think there might be too. Like, I love to write poetry. And I feel like as soon as I tell people they want to read it, and I feel like this is my thing, and I don't want to necessarily give it to people, so I just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Same with like sewing. Like I love to sew. And
sewing?
Like with a sewing machine.
What's this?
You know, like when you like, for example, make clothes, and you like stitch and stitch and like make my clothes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I love to like go up shopping and upcycle stuff. And like a lot of the times, it doesn't really quite turn out as the vision that I have in my head.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just really find peace in like creating something. Well, that's what a lot of people know, but like I think especially like the poetry part.
Yeah, exactly. But this thing.
Yeah, sure. That's like...
Because this is really linked to your creativity. That's two really creative things.
Yeah, I guess it is. I really enjoy that. But like, it's like especially my poetry, it feels so private and like my safe space. You know, I got the book where I write all my poetry in. And it's just like so much of me.
Yeah, sure. I think it can be hard.
I've never showed that. I've never shown it to anyone.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Like, that's mine.
Yeah, that's nice that you can like talk about it, but you don't have to share it at one point.
Yeah, but like
it's yours. Yeah.
On the other hand, I find it so impressive when people do show their art. You know, I feel like that's such a strength because it's always like a vulnerable part of yourself in a certain way because people tend to judge a lot.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, like that's just like human nature. But it's just like can hurt your heart, and you're like, oh. But so that's why I feel like it's so impressive, and I really want to support those people who do show their art. And maybe at some point I will as well, but like not right now.
Why do you say not right now? Do you feel it's not like ready, or it's not good enough to be shown?
I wouldn't say that it's not good enough. I feel like it's more of a thing, like as soon as you like cope with the things that you wrote down, like as soon as it's like out of your heart, out of your mind kind of, because it's like always slightly emotional, you know, like what I've experienced like in interaction with people as well, and like with like emotions and stuff like that. So like I feel like as soon as I close that chapter, I feel like I can maybe show the poetry.
Okay.
So it doesn't make me so involved with it anymore. You know, it's like part that was in my past, and I love the like words, but it's like ready to be shown.
Okay, yeah, I get it. So yeah, you're waiting kind of to be detached or have fully accepted what's written to be able to share it. I think that's the same, with like personal experiences. When you're really over it, you don't have any problem talking about it or sharing it.
Yeah, exactly.
While you're still struggling with it, it can be hard to share it. You feel like you can feel ashamed or scared of what people might think.
Yeah, that's so true. Especially when you're still really involved in it. Yeah.
I think it's when you're too involved in it, it's hard to put words on it. And maybe the fact that you're writing about it helps. Maybe you understand or process what happened.
Exactly. Just like get it on a paper, write it down, like sort it a little bit, because sometimes, like especially with me, like my emotions and like thoughts in my head just like get so much sometimes, and I'm like, okay, how do I structure this a little bit? Because like I'm kind of a messy person. Not really messy, but I like my structure as well. and like sometimes my head is just like too much of a mess.
No tricks.
So I do kind of have to write it down, I feel like, in order for me to like understand what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you also messy, like in the physical life, or just in your head?
This is a good question. I like it to be neat, not like completely neat, you know. I was in this one. Oh yeah, do you know Anita's, the ice cream place? Maybe not.
No.
It's like near the gondola.
Okay.
Up here in Queensland, and it's like so. It's I was there yesterday. It is so clean and so like.
Structured.
Yeah, you know, like everything doesn't have like there's no like curve or anything, and I feel like I can do that, but I don't.
I can't do that.
No, you know, like this is like I'm kind of an artist, and I need like my like uneven parts.
Yeah, you need room for the ideas to go in. Or
Yeah.
I get it.
And sometimes I need to make a mess in my room in order to like see through it. Like,
Okay.
And I also clean it up again because like I can't sleep in a room which is messy because it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah, of course. When like all the shit pile up, all the clothes.
Yeah, I know.
It's too hard.
I know. That's just like too much.
But I think I get what you say about the not too neat. Because I think if it's like too structured, I haven't been to Anita's, but I can imagine how is it. And if it's too structured, it can maybe feel impersonal in your own room.
That's all right.
So if you doesn't have something that show someone is living there or you're living there, maybe you forget you're living there.
Yeah,
or
you know, you need like your personal impact on
your environment,
like your living space or like whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
I feel like because otherwise it's just like so distant.
Yeah, distant.
That's a good point. That's right.
You made the point.
Well, yeah, well, you clarified it. You know, like sometimes I just like have so many thoughts in my head, and then it's nice to have someone who just like brings it to a point.
Okay, I get it. Tell me about a moment in your life that really marked you or touched you or like a turning point.
Like a turning point.
Yeah, I like turning point. Like it can be, a lot of things. Conversation you had with someone. A moment when you realized you had overcome something that was really hard for you or changing. I don't know, really hard physical activity that you've done, your idea that sparked up, that changed your vision.
That might probably be this one moment where to start in the beginning, I had my best friend. She was living quite far away from me, and we always had like this kind of special connection. We met on holiday when I was 7. And we always had like our like letter friendship, we just like wrote letters to each other. And then at some point when we were like becoming teenagers, and she lived in Berlin, which is like the biggest city in Germany, obviously, and I was living like in a really small village, so our lives were like completely different. I had like my village parties ish, but I didn't really attend to them a lot because it wasn't really my thing in the beginning. And she was really into this all like city life, going out and stuff like that. And like our paths, they just like split up slowly, but they did. And I think at some point I felt like I was putting more effort in the friendship than she was. And it was really hard for me. Like it was so hard for me to accept that like people's relationship can change, because we were like, oh, we're gonna be best friends forever, we're gonna like choose our own wedding dress, we had like so many moments which just like connected us so much. And like especially because it was like such a like long distance friendship, it was always so special when we saw each other, and I just felt like we were just so similar, and this friendship was never gonna end kind of. And at some point I was talking to my aunt about it, and she was like, yeah, but some people change, and change is good, like it's inevitable as well, like it's mandatory that people change in order to like grow.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you're right, and I'm not like she was also telling me, yeah, and relationship changes, and like you can't hold on to someone if it just doesn't match us anymore.
If they don't want to be held on.
Yeah, and like that was just like a moment where I was like, that's so true, like people change and that's totally fine. Like I can make my peace with it. I hope she's happy. I love her so much still. I have like this space in my heart which like I just like it's full of her, like all moments, and it's lovely to look back at it, but I'm not mad anymore because like I felt in the beginning I was so like I just didn't understand why this happens. I was like maybe 13 or 12 years old. Now probably 13. Like everything changes anyways when you come like to the puberty part, and I was like, that was so hard for me. And then I remember crying a little bit about it when my aunt told me this, and then I was like, yeah, but it's okay, like you meet other people as well, and I'm just grateful for the time that I spent with her.
Yeah, like you lived something together that you could bring each other something really valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like I learned so much from it as well. So
I think within relationships, it's hard sometimes to accept the fact that it can change, and that people feelings about us can change. And I think for us the difficult part is because we tend to think it's because of us, like it's our fault. If we if the other person doesn't connect anymore with us. And the fact is, I think it's not true. That's not personal, but we take it personal. So that's why it's really hard, because we feel like we faulted at one point, but maybe sometimes you haven't. It's
just life.
Yeah, exactly. She had different life than yours.
Yeah, but it's alright. Like you just tend to look for like someone to blame, and it's easy to blame yourself.
Yeah, because you're always there. You're always
there.
What are you doing here again? It's your fault. Yeah.
What did I do again?
Exactly.
Just live,
Like when you say like I'm full of her, I really like love this image in my mind. I've already told you about this, but like the sentence is like, I am a mosaic of everyone I've ever loved.
Yeah, you told me.
I think
that's a lovely one.
Exactly, that's a really lovely one, and that much with that. I'm full of her. Yeah.
So true. It's lovely. It's lovely to have like that kind of picture, even when like someone passes away. Like everything that they like taught you or like that you laughed about, I think the person is still a little bit living inside.
Yeah, through you.
Yeah,
through your memory. Of course, I think if you still has this person in mind, and sometimes you wonder like, like I do that because he or she told me that, or just she would have think that way. I mean, that's the way of living.
Yeah.
That's a way of them living through you.
Like everyone shapes you in a kind of way. Good question.
Thank you. What really excites you right now in life?
Excites me? I think it's always kind of to see what makes people happy. It's just like, it's really like I love to talk to strangers and just like be like, oh, what is like, what do you want to be, or what do you want to do? What's like your dream kind of, and it's just like, I just get really excited for people.
Yeah, okay.
I think, and like for me, it's probably also like the stuff that is possible to do, like after, like I'm in New Zealand right now, I'm flying tomorrow somewhere else, and I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards, and I feel like all of those possibilities that I have around me is just really like nerve-wracking and like adrenaline pumping, and I just really like that feeling. I just got so many options. Like basically I can like choose whatever I want to do.
You have the free will.
Yeah, that's also kind of scary, but it's so exciting. I'm like, yeah, I could do this and this and this, and it's just like, it's lovely.
So you're like kind of thrilled by the uncertainty.
Yeah, kind of. I like that.
So you find uncertainty energizing and draining?
I do.
Okay.
Not every kind of uncertainty, but like if it like
more possibilities.
Yeah, if it's on my life or like what I want to do, then I like that kind of uncertainty, because I feel like if I would have a plan what I'm gonna do in November or something, I'd feel really stuck to it and like into it, and I'm like, I just want to have like this freedom to just like do whatever I want in the moment.
Yeah, change right now if I want to.
Yeah. But on the other hand, like uncertainty and like, for example, like relationships or like if you're uncertain if someone's gonna die or something, like I'm not like
Yeah.
this is not what excites me.
Yeah, sure. I think you to be excited by this kind of uncertainty, you need to have kind of an edge. You're a little crazy. Or
Yeah, kind of. Like,
because
oh, okay. It's a funny thing to be excited about.
yeah, exactly. I mean, for me, yeah, I wouldn't feel great about it. Like, oh, is someone gonna die soon? Is my lover gonna left me? Yeah, that's
So excited.
Yeah, so excited.
What is gonna happen?
Exactly.
You know?
I can't wait to wake up this morning. Oh.
So true.
Yeah, no, this kind of case, sure.
No, I believe like, there's some kind of like fate or destiny and like it's just supposed to happen the way that it does, kind of. But still that you're not stuck to it, like you can change it. But no matter what happens, it's gonna lead you somewhere and you're gonna take something from it or like learn something. Like it's just like it's supposed to be that step in order to go somewhere else.
Yeah. But so do you think that the path is already made for you?
No.
No, okay. But there is like a guideline, kind of? Or no? Just like causality. You need something to happen in order to grow or something on the other end to happen. More.
Kind of like that. Like I don't believe that there's a given path. Something because that would be like I feel like my free will
Boring.
would be a little bit caged.
Yeah, I feel you would be bored.
Yeah.
From what you're saying to me.
Yeah, like what am I doing even? Like everything is supposed to happen the way that it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to do anything.
That's not uncertainty.
That's not what I do believe in. But like even if something bad happens to you, maybe it was like mandatory in order for you to get somewhere else.
Yeah, sure.
Or like learn something from it.
Yeah, I'm sure of this. Sometimes you have to go through the fire to be shaped into something new.
Yeah, I mean you don't want to go to fire necessarily.
Yeah, sure. Maybe not willingly.
Yeah, but it's a good image.
Yeah.
I like that metaphor.
But sometimes don't you think you need not a little pain, but to be uncomfortable in order to grow, like the hacksmith? You can shape a blade if it doesn't go through the fire.
Yeah.
It stays the same.
That's right. Sometimes you need like a catalyzer. Be like, okay, we
the
need
spark.
this
Yeah.
in order to go somewhere else. Yeah.
You thought about other people's dreams, and do you have one dream or many dreams that you want to realize?
I have one dream.
Please tell me about it. I love dreams.
I love dreams as well. So my dream is to open up a cafe in Portugal.
In Portugal?
Yeah. I've never been, but I feel like it's such a beautiful country, and I love to like listen to Portuguese. It's such a beautiful language, and
okay.
I want to do something that makes me happy, and I feel like that's the thing that would make me really happy, even if I would have to work a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work, but like just have like a little cafe in like a little street, like in a little street in Portugal, and like maybe Lisbon or something, like, or even close to the sea, and like flowers and like individual cups. I would want to have like a coffee machine, and on top there should be like cups, like mugs, but they should all be different.
You can pick one.
Yeah. It's just like what kind of vibe do you have? Which coffee mug would you like to have? Like the individual part kind of, and just like cozy and like maybe baking a little bit and just like have people around who, like, I mean, I feel like everyone who goes to like that, like a kind of place like that, same with the Budo. It's like that kind of place you go into and like you're just happy.
Okay, I'll see.
And it's just like a comfort place where you just like clock out a little bit and drink coffee.
So like it will be create your own space, your own world, the cafe, so you can share it with people.
Yeah.
Would it be, I don't know, in my mind, I picture it like really colorful. Is it a lot of flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Really colorful. And like not neat. Like no, not really like straight lines somewhere. Like it's all gonna be limited.
Yeah, I get it. like it was hand drawn or something.
Yeah, kind of.
Like you made the building yourself, like like this.
And I feel like you do find, well, as I said, I've never been to Portugal, but I feel like you do find like those kind of like spaces there. It's just like,
yeah, you're right. I've never been to, but it matches in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, little colorful, flowery
Yeah.
cafe in the little streets.
Yeah. Maybe like some tables outside. Like
two
the
or three.
round ones. Like the white ones with like a little bit of... you know, that kind of thing.
I think so. I think I know, yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
That's like my dream. Maybe it's a little bit unrealistic, but like...
Why would it be unrealistic?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem to be.
Does it though? I mean, you need a like kind of money and a plan, and I really suck at making plans. As I said.
Okay. We have one problem now.
I like the uncertainty a little bit,
Yeah.
but I would need a plan. And it's nice though. You know, when I talked to my mom about it, like a couple years ago, she was like, "Yeah, it's a little bit crazy, you know, but like just I feel like dream bigger, and then it's also gonna happen." You know, like kind of manifesting. And I was like, "Sure."
I think she's right, yeah.
It's gonna be my dream now.
Why not?
Still
Yeah,
is.
because why not? Yeah. That's one thing, yeah. The thing with dream, I think if you're not kind of scared of uncertain it can happen, that's not really a dream. Because if you know you're gonna get it in 5 years, yeah. What's the point of dreaming, you know?
Yeah.
I can just wait.
absolutely.
I can just wait.
It's gonna happen. You
Yeah, it's
know,
gonna
5
happen, you
years.
know. So yeah, that's a good dream. That's a good dream.
Yeah.
And don't you think like the more you like talk about something or like think about something, I'm sure your mind find ways or look for ways
Yeah.
to attain. So it kind of manifests, yeah. That's really one thing that fascinates me. How the mind reshapes itself every time, depending on the way you think. So your mind can change really quick.
It can. Kind of scary sometimes.
Exactly, that's frightening sometimes. Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. I had that in me.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna think that way.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened?
What
No.
happened now?
That's so cool as well, yeah.
Now you talk about like the cafe. I have something. I don't know if it's something sensitive or not. You tell me if it is. When we were doing the karaoke. When I got out, I remember you told me one thing. You told me that you were sure you were gonna die at 22.
Yeah.
And why do you say that? Because it doesn't match with having a cafe in Portugal.
That's right. Well, I think that was just like this phase in my life where I was like the world is so cruel, you know? And I just felt like, okay, I want to go to New Zealand. I want to travel, and then it's enough for me, you know? Then I feel like I've done the things that I did. Yeah. You know, kind of, you know? Because I feel like that has changed. Like, I've always thought that people are, like, good by heart, you know? Like just a plain person kind of is good. But then, like, so much cruelty and so much war and so much evil happens, or was happening. Well, it still is, but, like...
You maybe...
I just felt like, nah.
It was more... This cruelty, it was not directed as you, it was the world in general, like as a big thing.
Kind of. I felt like I can't really live in the world like that. You know? But that has changed, so that's nice.
Why has it changed? Because you kind of made peace with the fact that you cannot really change it? Or...
Kind of. I can't really change it. And nevertheless, it's still beautiful, you know? Like the world, what humans do is maybe, what some people do is maybe not good-hearted, which I don't understand. But like the world itself is just lovely, and I feel privileged to be able to live, you know? Like some people die really young, and I just feel like if I would have continued that mindset, I'd be like really just like unhappy. And I feel like that was also a turning point for me. I guess at some point I was just like, okay, just make the best out of it. You know, there's so many lovely people, and there's so much to see, and the world is beautiful itself, even though bad things happen. But I just wanna like soak in the things that I can, and like meet the people, or like be around the people that I love and like enjoy being around. So yeah, I think that changed.
And do you think there is a special event that made you change your way of thinking and made you able to enjoy the world more? Did your mind change when you were traveling in New Zealand or before?
No, it did before already.
Before leaving?
It was like, when it changed, I think maybe like kind of the last year of school I was in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I met so many new friends, and yeah, I don't know if there was a turning point. I think it just
slowly,
like developed
a
little bit. And then I went hiking a lot, especially like with my best friend, and it just showed me like
there's still something to live
beauty, yeah, you know. And I love to like just like sharing a laughter with someone is so like heartwarming, and it's just like it's lovely.
Yeah, I get this feeling when you slowly change and it goes unnoticed for a long time, but one day it's kind of like you see yourself, or you look at yourself, and you look back and you're like,
everything's different.
Yeah, we've made it that far, you know.
So true.
At that point, I didn't know I could go that far.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
That's right.
That's beautiful.
Like slow progress, which you maybe not realize in the moment, but
yeah, exactly. I feel like it's always when you arrive to the top of the hill, you're like, oh, I'm there now. I didn't even notice I was walking all the time.
It's so true. And then you look down and you're like, oh, this is a far distance that I've made.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
look where I come from.
Yeah, exactly. Look where I'm coming from. Yeah.
That's lovely. Also, my family, they just like, I just want to spend time with the people I love.
You're talking about people you love. And what have you learned about like through your experiences, like about them, not about you this time?
About other people?
Yeah. Because you talked you talked a lot about your loved ones.
I do. Probably that everyone, well, I guess I kind of knew that every time, like already, but like, I think it was just like clearer that everyone has its burden to carry, you know? Like everyone, it's not just like how people perceive you in a kind of way. Like it's always just like the outside, but like just don't judge people based on how they look, you know, because everyone has something and everyone comes from somewhere, and as long as you don't know their history, like it's really hard to make up like a real picture. And I think that happened. Like my dad never used to cry in front of me, and then there was this one point where he was really emotional, and he cried in front of me, and I was like, that was like not when I was really old, like maybe when I was 14 or something. And I was like, whoa, dude. like that was my dad, you know. He was always like so energetic, full of energy, like happy. He was just like always down for a joke, just like so sport active. He was like just like the happiest person that I knew. And then he was crying in front of me because of stuff that happened in his life and that shaped him. And I was like, whoa.
Even if he can cry?
Yeah, you know? Everyone has something, and I feel really honored, to be honest, when people show me their emotions or like show me what they really think, because I feel like that's just like a level of trust.
Good.
And that was just like, okay. You know? And it's nice to talk about it. Just to have someone to listen. I like to share your thoughts so you're not really alone anymore. That's what I learned as well. And it's just like...
comforting to have others.
Yeah. That's what like the people showed me. But they're so full of love. Like, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And for me, this links to what you said, I think. You said that most people are good. And you said that like they have something, like they have their own burden.
They do, I guess, yeah.
And I think that's maybe what shapes people into making bad action sometimes. You know,
guess,
because like they may have a good base, but maybe they don't know how to handle the burden. So they end up spreading it to others. You know, in an attempt to relieve themselves from it.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I'm really I think there's a really thin line of seeing that and making excuses for the actions, because I think it shouldn't be kind of an excuse for an action, but maybe just a way of understanding them better.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't rationalize some actions or make them right. But as you say, it's maybe one way to understand how this happened.
Yeah.
And maybe how can people prevent it, you know, from happening. Because I think ultimately what we want for everyone is to have something they can be happy for, or live a good life, not one of resentment.
Yeah, so true. Oh yeah, that's a good mindset. I wish everyone would have that. I feel a lot of people do probably, but
yeah, I think so. But sometimes maybe it can be hard to maintain that when you're going through something difficult or tough for you.
That's right.
Because it's easy to have big ideas, a good mindset when everything is going right.
That's right.
I think we have to not force ourselves, but try our best to keep a good mindset, whatever happened.
Yeah. That's true. Sometimes it's just so much easier to see the negativity, because it's just so draining sometimes.
To see negativity?
Yeah. It's just I feel like it's just so much easier than just seeing the positive part. But
yeah, I think it takes less energy for the brain, to
probably
kind of create bad energy than to.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Who are we?
That's what it seems like. It's really easier to feel down than to kind of put yourself into a good mood or try to uplift yourself and others. I don't know why, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah, especially when you have that kind of influence from others as well.
So I have two questions that are the two sides of a coin. It's which one do you prefer? Would you prefer to talk to your younger self or talk to your future self? Which one would you prefer?
Probably the younger self.
So, okay. So what would you tell your younger self from 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
Yeah. Or 5? What's one thing, that you would say to your younger self?
I'd probably be don't take everything too personal, as you said. Some people just spread negativity, which is easy to do, I guess. And I think it used to hit me really hard when someone did that to me. Even if it's not on purpose or small things, I was probably tell her that, be I just don't take everything too personal. People have their own burden to bear. And trust the things how they come, even though it might not seem so bright at the moment, it's just it's gonna be okay, you got your people. You're so lucky to have a family that loves you, friends who are there, and just talk and trust. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in New Zealand.
Yeah.
This is your dream, girl. Kind of.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's a really easy to forget that right now you're having something that you once dreamed of?
Yeah, so true. You tend to block out the things that are right in front of you. You just I feel that with myself, and it just itches me so much. You tend to appreciate the things that you want way more than the things that you have right now. And it's so important to just oh, I'm so lucky to be here, you know? Like, and that's what I've always dreamed of. Like, New Zealand has always been my dream, and it's, like, appreciate the things that are right in front of you. Like, sometimes you just need to kick yourself in the ass.
Sometimes you need to.
Like, yeah, I want to see so much more, but right now I'm here, and it's lovely, and I'm so grateful. Yeah.
And you did something to be there, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it happened because you willed it into real life.
So true. I like that kind of thinking, you know, like every decision that you ever made led you to the point where you are right now. And it's just like, okay, nice.
I think it gives you power in a way.
It does.
To feel like that. You feel like, yeah, this right now, this is all me.
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, so true. You can be proud of yourself, you know?
Exactly.
You should
Just
be.
be proud of yourself a little bit. Once in a while, you know?
Yeah. It's not a bad thing to be proud of yourself.
It shouldn't be, yeah. Shouldn't be, but many people struggle with that. I mean, we all struggle with that, because at times, being proud of yourself can be hard.
That's true. Sometimes you feel like you maybe shouldn't, or like be like, what do other people think if I'm proud of myself, you know? Do they think that I'm really like full of myself, or like because I don't want people to think that of me as well, you know? So it's like, but you should, and you can be proud of yourself, everyone, I think.
Sure. But I think people can tell it when you are like genuinely proud of yourself, or when you are trying, like when you put on a facade.
Yeah.
Because usually when this feeling is not genuine, you're kind of trying to like put other people down, so it can make you appear higher, and people can notice that.
Yeah.
But if you're genuinely proud of you, I think no one thinks that, you know. No one thinks like, oh yeah, she's just trying to fake it.
Yeah.
Because you're not harming anyone.
Good point.
You're just shining more, I think. If you really think about that.
Yeah. You just shine kind of from your heart, from the inside. You just like have this like bubble of kind of confidence, which is so good.
It's like,
it is, you know, like every time I see a confident person, I'm just like, dude, that's cool.
That's cool. Is there something you wish you had shared right now and you haven't? Something you want to talk about?
I think, like, just overall, I really like the questions, you know, because like they just like give you material to think about, stuff that you are, like how you are and who you are and why you are the way that you are, and that's really lovely, you know. Just like sometimes it's so important to get other perspectives on things.
Yeah.
And like I feel like as soon as you start thinking about stuff more, you just like you get those kind of perspectives, you know. You just look at things from different angles, and that's really nice.
Yeah, that's when you talk with other people. Sometimes just having someone different than yourself, seeing your story or hearing your story, and asking questions, they give you a different insight of yours. So you're like, it helps you question differently what you're doing and see it differently from a different point of view.
So true, and that's so important.
I think so.
You can't, like, I feel like it's so, as soon as you're stuck into like one tunnel perspective of way of thinking, you're kind of stuck in life, you know. Like,
yeah.
You need those other kicks.
Yeah, kicks from the outside world.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because it's not just you who lives here.
Because yeah, it's easy to be not blinded, but too focused on one point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you miss everything apart from that.
Yeah, so important. Especially like also when you're feeling down or something, you just have this feeling of like, oh, I feel so awful. And then it's nice to like, if someone just like opens up the curtains a little bit, it's like, look, there's the sun. Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's really a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that's, once again, that's not like they're not, you know, like they're not creating something different, because already everything is already there, you know. So they just open the curtain, like they just force you to step aside, to take a step aside,
Yeah.
because everything is already there. That's what beautiful. You can
True.
find whatever you want because everything is already there. You just have to look for it.
So true.
Like dreams, like a cafe in Lisbon.
Like a cafe in Lisbon.
Maybe.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Dude. Maybe. I hope it will happen.
I hope to. I hope for you.
That would be so cool.
Do you have a word, an image, or like a phrase that guides you through life? Through life.
I think probably the one which is called strangers are just friends that you haven't met yet. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I know.
So I just love that kind of way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, don't be afraid to talk to someone. Don't be afraid to share who you are. Or like, it's so lovely to meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that gives you so much.
Yeah, energy, strength. So yeah.
Do you have one?
I don't think I have one for any situation. I have many.
Like a whole list.
Yeah, I like
That's
to.
cool.
I like to. Like a collection of those. But this is one I'm thinking right now. It's called the Serenity Prayer, and like I don't believe in God or anything, but I like the image. I really like the image.
You're not religious,
Yeah.
as you said.
No.
But you still have like this sentence or like saying, which is kind of religious, as you said,
Yeah.
right? That you really like. That's like the perspective things, you know? Like
Yeah.
you're not stuck, okay, I don't want to have anything to do with like religion or like God. It's just like, this is nice, I like it, even though it's religious and I'm not, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think religion have good teaching, but I don't want to stick to one ideology. Just like I like to be aware of what it has to give to me,
Yeah.
and usually when I read God, I think about me, like my higher self. You know,
Interesting.
like my subconscious. I don't know how to call that,
Yeah.
but yeah, when I see God, I like to see myself, and I find it
spiritual.
empowering. Yeah. Okay, so God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
So good.
I like this one. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, this one is good because for me, the way I understand it is like I know there is things under my control, there is things outside of my control, and
Don't be delusional.
yeah, exactly. And don't hurt yourself while trying to control everything. You know,
Yeah, because you can't.
because you can't, and you will realize it no matter what. So just take a step back.
Yeah.
Look
it's
at what you
protecting
have.
yourself.
Exactly. Look at what you have. Look at what you can and can't control, and relax. You'll be okay. Focus on what matters, really.
Yeah.
Because I think I used to really try to control everything, and especially the thing I cannot. Because I was holding on something that I had no control on.
Yeah.
And so I think this helped me
Yeah. Like letting go.
letting go of some stuff that I had no power on. And
And it opens new doors for sure, I think. You know, as soon as you let something go, there's something else coming in.
exactly. And I think it frees space in your mind to really have something important and not cling on to things that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Really good one. I really like that one.
Thank you. And I think this will be the last question.
Go for it.
I like this one. What would you like people to remember about you?
About me?
Yeah.
Ooh. I find it so difficult sometimes to talk about myself, you know? It's just so, like, it's just hard sometimes. It's just like, oh, I could talk so much about other people. It's a good question,
I think you
though.
did really great so far. Like, you really... Thank you for that, for opening yourself.
Of course. It was really lovely. So, wait. What
Yeah.
would I like people to
To
remember about
about
myself?
you. And I think another way to put it is like, Like, what's your favorite compliment someone can give you? You know, I think it can help pinpoint that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that one for sure. I feel so seen and so like trusted when people open up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now when they just like feel like I'm a safe person to talk to, and like I don't. I hope to. I mean, like I guess I do at some point as well, but I hope to not judge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I feel like judging can hurt so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to have conversations. I love to talk to people. It's so interesting, and I love to write about people. And like, this is maybe a little bit weird, but like, I feel like every person who I had a really good conversation with, or like who just had a really like an impact on me, it's just like someone that I keep in my journal.
That's cool.
You know, like
no, that's really nice.
I just like to remember people,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe it's not even that I want people to remember me. You know, like you can't even remember anyone. Like everyone, you can't remember everyone.
No, I know,
obviously.
Of course. But what would be like your pinch of salt, you know, in people's life?
My pinch of salt.
What would be like your small piece of mosaic you would leave in their life?
I hope to leave that, like maybe more, that I hope that the other person that I've met is maybe more understanding to certain things, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just like to other people's actions eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I just see beauty in everything,
Mm-hmm.
or like in little things and details, you know. I hope to leave that kind of impact because I can get really happy about little things,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to share that, and I like to share that with people, and I hope that just makes the people that I've met be like, oh yeah, like I'm sitting here. I really like how like the cup on this oven, for example, is like placed, you know, like just like those little things which just bring joy, and like this is art, you know, life is art in a kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that people do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though maybe I don't clarify, like I don't really phrase it that way, but it's just like with the actions.
Yeah, of course, that's all. I think that's not, it can be subtle, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way you act, the way you are. So
Yeah.
for what I'm understanding, it would be the fact that you're like open-hearted, people-oriented, and really accepting, trying to understand
Yeah.
without judging. So really kind and open person.
Yeah. I hope so.
That's nice.
Yeah, like treat people the way that you want to be treated. I like that one as well. Like that's just like,
Yeah, this one is nice.
it's just, yeah. And I feel like the more you give into the world, the more you get back as well for yourself. Not even if it's not like necessarily be like material stuff, but just like for your heart, you know, for your soul. It just like gives you stuff that it just makes you happy. And like even if you feel down, you just remember those things and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I feel better. And yeah, when you like start giving to people without waiting for anything in return, that's where you reap the benefit of it. Like that's where you reap more benefit than you would have if you were doing it with something in mind. I think so. And it's not even materialistic, just like
emotional,
joy of life, emotion, good energy that you're giving off.
This is so funny. Like when you asked me that question, I immediately thought of one friend. We went hiking one time, and that's the thing that I will always remember. Like he told me, be like, okay, you know, just like stand still for a second, look at the view, look at every single detail, and like really take it in, you know, and then close your eyes, try to memorize the whole picture that you have seen just in front of you. And I just like soak it in for like a minute or something. And then he told me, okay, and every time I need something, I just remember this picture, you know? Like, I remember the view that I had, and I remember the feeling that I had in that moment, because it was stunning. It was mesmerizing. I was like, this is so cool, you know? And like, every time I think about it, I just like close my eyes, and I really can see it was mountains. So I really can see the mountains in front of me. And this is so nice, you know? I love when I just love that kind of idea.
Yeah, okay. Like, you have this mental image that
Yeah.
helps you go through stuff.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And you also remember like that memory. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really into writing, but like, you can also like pictures in your head, and it's just like a different perspective that he gave me, and I'm so grateful for it, you know? That's just something I will always remember. Like, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah, that's really cool, yeah. Yeah, because you can be find comfort in like the writing. But if you have it in your mind, I think it brings you a different type of joy.
It does.
Because
It's quite different.
Yeah, because it's always there in a sense. Like, I think, you know, when you write something and when you find it later, kind of like, oh yeah, I did write that, and you find joy in like the discovery, the rediscovery of what you had. But the one in your mind, it's more, yeah, it's there.
Yeah, you can always just like, okay,
Yeah.
I went back.
Exactly.
It's always in the back of your
Exactly.
mind somewhere.
Like, you cherish it
Yeah,
differently than if you were rediscovering.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kind of nurturing it like a little plant.
That's so cool. I've
That's
never
really
done that before, and I was like, that's so cool. Have you ever done it? Like, just like
not
be
sure.
really consciously, I want to remember this picture. I want to remember this feeling. Just gonna picture it in my head. Like, I paint as well, and I would just paint it, you know, and then I have it. But like your head, your brain is so, like, it's great as well.
Yeah, sure. I had this feeling before, but I don't know if I had done it consciously. Like, at one time I want to remember one picture. I think many pictures in my mind that bring me feeling depending on what I need. But I don't think I have done it on purpose. That's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's just like something that your heart did, probably, or like your brain was like, this is nice. I
Maybe.
want to remember this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Like, it was great. Let's make put a little stamp on it.
Yeah,
So maybe-
you know, I want to keep that one.
Exactly.
So cool.
Yeah. So thanks so much, Antonia, for
You're so
answering all the
welcome.
questions.
Of course.
That was
Thank you
really
so
good.
much for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So yeah, you were the first one.
This was lovely.
Thanks so much for being the first guest on the Sculptor's chair.